So always use wool, triple aught wool. It's got 3 zeros on it. You go to any hardware store, go to the stain and paint section, and you'll find it. It's the best thing to use. The sandpaper is a big no-no. The only time you use sandpaper is when you have a large section that you have to sand down that doesn't have stain on it. Otherwise, the stain will be pulled along with it, and you'll just make a huge mess, and it'll make your finish look terrible. So make sure to use that wool. Also, when staining, use, I've been told, you know, which I've used them before, to use rags, you know, or even a paintbrush. Well, I found that rags also leave streak marks, and it bunches up in the corners when you use a rag. So what I found was the best way to do it would be to use a sponge. Sponges soak up the stain, and they leave a very sleek, beautiful finish. You always want to have the most perfect finish you could possibly get on it. So therefore, using that, using the sponge. Using the sponge is actually the best way to do it. That's what I found. And also have a paintbrush handy. That way, when you run your sponge across the big sections, you always got these little areas right here and these little nooks and crevices, if you can see it. There's just little notches everywhere, little spots where paint can bunch up in the corners, and you'll take that paintbrush, and that's when you hit the corners. You just get them out. Always flip the door around afterward, because you're gonna have it built up on the other side. Use the paintbrush and fan it all out. Keep an eye on it, because there's so many areas that stain can build up, and you'll end up having to sand it out and restain it. It's terrible if you do that. Always have a paintbrush handy. That way you can catch the runs, and always stay close to the door until you are comfortable enough with the fact that the stain is drying and it's not gonna run anymore. Because you will have runs if you don't keep an eye on it. Also, when staining or painting any kind of wood, of course you always want to go with the grain, never against it. When you're sanding, same thing, go with the grain. The grains, you can clearly see them right here. They go this way, left to right. So when you're sanding, you go left to right. You wouldn't go up and down against these grains, because then you're gonna have really fine lines in it, and you will see it. I assure you, you will see them in the finish. So always go with the grain. That's about it. If you have any questions, you can ask us. We have plenty more videos, and go check them out. Check out our website. Share a like if you like it. We'll be posting more videos about other things.